This is a Sega Genesis Model 2 or Mark II. I got this. I got this with 3 other consoles from a retro game store's like broken consoles bin. I forget how the guy described it exactly because they weren't all broken, but I don't know like what the standard was to throw them in there. I got this one for pretty cheap, $10. Although like I think you can find these consoles with like controllers and the hookups for pretty cheap. Not $10 obviously, but they're not super expensive to get that are working. Like I said, I don't know if this one works. I briefly showed the PlayStation 1 that I got. That was one of the 4 of this group. And it worked just fine. I tested it out. It works just fine. I didn't give it like a thorough testing, but you know, it reads CDs, outputs video and sound. The controllers seem to work. I didn't test the second controller port, but I'll probably get around to it. I talked about that more in the video that I hope aired with the where I cleaned and greased a different PS1's disk drive gears. Yeah, anyway, let's see if this guy works. I haven't tried it out yet. And let's get it hooked up and fired up. Okay, I've got it all hooked up. I realized I only have the RF or the coaxial hookup, so it's hooked up into the VCR and outputting from the VCR into the TV because this TV, I believe we have to fix the coaxial input on it. I was going to test with Sonic 2, this game that I recently purchased, and when I opened it up, it turns out unsealed it, opened it up, and we've got a not for resale Sonic the Hedgehog game. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. I wanted Sonic 2, but this one's fine. Alright, she's in. We've got to turn on the TV. We want input aux. Okay. Should be good now. I've not tested this yet. Let's just see if it fires up. And it looks like there's a light there. Doesn't it look like the light's on? Yeah, the light's definitely on. But we have nothing on the screen. But, hold on a second. That could be because I'm on the wrong channel. I think. Let me double check, make sure everything's hooked up fine before we determine that she's not working for some reason. Okay, I swapped out. This is my one. I guess they're both my one, but this one is one that I've had for a few years now. It's not like my childhood one. I lost that one. But yeah, this is the one we were looking at. Still has a sticker on it. But I swapped it out with this guy just to make sure everything's all hooked up. If we power it on, we can see that it plays just fine, the game reads just fine, the hookups are all fine. So I'm going to try with the other one real quick and again, and then if it doesn't work again, then we'll have to start figuring out what's wrong with it. Okay, I have switched back to the one we're checking out here. Let's try, oh, okay, working now, maybe. Okay, and this one works just fine. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. That's it for this video. That probably will be it for this video. We're just going to test it out here real quick with the controller. Make sure, I guess, all the buttons are working. It seems like none of the buttons... Well, no, start works. Start works. Start seems to work. Hold on a second. Oh, nope. Down, up, left, right. A, B, C. There's no sound, though, I'm just realizing. Aha, good, there's something to fix. It might just be a loose cable or the cart. I don't know if the cartridge... If the cartridge isn't seated properly, if that would give it no sound. I think there should be sound, right? We definitely had sound on the other one. Okay, good. There is something wrong with it. Let me try reseating some stuff and try it again just to make sure it's not that. I just reseated the cartridge and there's definitely sound. It's very loud. Let me turn that down. Yeah, just reseated the cartridge and now there's sound. So I guess there's nothing wrong with this. I don't know why they put it in the broken. Like I said, it's the broken consoles bin. Don't know what all qualifies as a broken console, but apparently working, functioning consoles work. Because that's now 2 out of the 4 that actually work perfectly fine. Yeah. So this guy works. Fantastic. This guy also works, but I didn't expect it to not work. But this guy, I purchased it with the hope that it wasn't working so I could fix it. Just like I purchased this with the hope that it was Sonic 2 and it's actually just Sonic. It's crazy. 2 different game stores duped me. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good. But I'm sorry. I would have liked to have fixed something this episode, but I guess we're not going to. We'll probably end up following up with both of these, or at least one of them. I do plan on, of course, like I say with every console that I work on the channel, I would like to replace the capacitors in them. I also want to have a nice clean factory one, but then I also think there's some mods that I can do for the Sega Genesis that are probably worth it. Like I will mod it if it's worth it. Like the NES, I don't know of any mods that are worth it to do on the NES. In my opinion, like I know people mod the NES, but like there's nothing that I'm aware of that I would want to do. With the Sega Genesis, I believe you can swap the power out for a USB-C power, which I would like to do. I think I saw this guy I used to watch. I don't think he makes videos anymore. Wolfman Repairs. Shout outs to Wolfman. I think he did one for the Sega Genesis, and then you can also swap this out for an HDMI mod, which I think I only saw one HDMI mod when I was looking, but it only works on specific motherboard revisions, so I have to check to make sure that I have one that it would work for. Because these are 2 different ones. This one is apparently a model 1451. And this one is a 1631. So I'm assuming that means this is an older one and this is a newer one. I don't know. I don't know what the differences are between the versions of the motherboards for the Sega Genesis. Yeah. If you have any recommendations, though, on mods for not just the Genesis, but any of the consoles that I've worked on, let me know in the comments. I have been keeping a shopping list of the consoles that I work on, like the Game Boy Advances, the Game Boys, and the PlayStation and the Sega Genesis now, because I'm preparing to purchase parts to do recaps and upgrades and etc. with all these. So I am I just haven't had the money, or I can't make purchasing those a priority right now, but eventually I will. As a follow-up to the Game Boy Advance, this one, I know I said when we unboxed this, I said I was going to work on it in the next video. I ordered the polarizer here, and it should be here. I don't know when it's going to be here. It should be here soon. It said it was only going to be a couple of days, and it's been a couple of days, but it should be here soon. As soon as it gets here, we will return to this guy to get him fixed. I did put this is the PlayStation from the lot of the consoles that I bought, and I did put the new spindle on here. Went on no problem, and it works just fine. The only thing is, when I was putting it on, I unscrewed the motor because I thought it'd be easier to press this on. I figured this would be hard to press on, and I didn't want to push on the actual CD drive and everything, so I pulled the motor off. It was still attached with the wires, but I just pulled it off so I could have it down on the surface of the table, and so I can push down on this harder without worrying about this. Well, it turns out that with the factory spindle, it has the holes that line up with the screws, so you can have the spindle on and keep it on and screw the motor back into place. Well, this one doesn't have the holes. It has like markings that look like they would be holes, but they aren't holes. So first I have like little pin vices for screwing holes in, or for putting holes into small plastic and stuff. I use the pin vise to drill out the plastic parts of these here that look like holes but are not holes. So I drilled holes through that plastic, hoping they would line up. Well, they don't line up. So I ended up having to take the first one that I tried to put on off, screw the motor back on, and then put it on there. So if you're getting these ones from Amazon that look like this, just put it on while it's still screwed in. Don't try to unscrew it like me. Or if you're getting other ones, be wary that you have to keep it on. You can't screw it on while the spindle wheel is attached. But yeah, I still have two more consoles from this lot that I bought from the broken bin of that store. Like I think I've said before, I expect one of those works probably just fine. It's just physically damaged, like the shell's physically damaged. So I don't know. I don't expect it to be broken, in all honesty, unfortunately. I might try to fix the shell. I've got an idea about how to do that, but I don't know if it's going to work. So we'll see. And then the other one, I suspect it's also physically damaged, but I suspect it might need a little bit of work done to it. I haven't looked at it at all that much. I've looked at it the tiniest bit, and that was just because I saw that the shell was broken. So that one might be a little bit more work. I don't know how much electronic work it's going to be. It might just be physical damage work. And I don't know how worried I will be about fixing that physical damage, because I have other plans for that one. But, again, this was kind of a stupid video. And if you watched it, I thank you so much for watching the whole video. You didn't have to do that. I am going to, like I said, I'm going to get some better content out as soon as I can. I do have other stuff that I need to fix. It's just, like, the stuff that I have that I know needs fixed is going to be a lot of work. And I don't know that I have time right now to dedicate to that. And then also, I have some other stuff that might be quick, but if it's like too quick, then I know it's not. It's like this, where it's like there's a potential quick video here, but it's not a video at all. It's not actually broken. Yeah, I'm just rambling on now, padding for time, I guess. Don't know why. I want to make short videos anyway, because the last several videos have been like an hour long. Yeah, that's all for me, guys. Again, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next one.